fiber basically two types. One is natural fiber, another is synthetic fiber. Okay, there are major two types, natural fiber and synthetic fiber. Remember, this is very important question for the season ending exam. So there are difference between natural fiber and synthetic fiber, or what are the types of fiber. This is very important questions. Okay, so natural fiber is nothing but the fiber of some fabrics such as cotton, silk, wool and jute are obtained from the plants and animals. These are called natural fiber. Okay, natural fiber are nothing but the fibers which is obtained from plants and animals. Plants and animal sources, those are called natural fibers. So fibers which basically we get from nature. Human need not to build that. Okay, we get the fiber from the nature, that is called natural fiber. Next is synthetic fiber. Synthetic fiber is nothing but the fiber of some fabrics such as polyester, nylon and acrylic are made from chemical substances and which are not obtained from plants and animal sources. These are called synthetic fiber. So synthetic fiber are nothing but synthetic fibers are artificial fibers. Okay, the fibers which we made, human made fibers are known as synthetic fiber. They made by chemicals. Okay, they made by chemicals. See, they made by chemicals. Synthetic fiber is nothing but the fibers which human used to obtain by chemically. Okay, these are called synthetic fiber. Differentiate natural fiber and synthetic fiber is very important. So be prepared with that. Okay, so next is our some plant fiber. So we read already what is fiber, what types of fiber, and now we're going to know some plants fiber. Okay, some plant fiber examples, like cotton, silk. Silk is not plant fiber, silk is animal fiber. Cotton, only cotton. Okay, yet we read only cotton as a plant fiber. Okay, cotton is nothing but, okay, where does this cotton wool come from? Okay, have you ever questioned yourself, where does this cotton come from? Okay, how we wear that cotton, the ball which we can see cotton. In hospitals we can see the cotton rolls. Okay, how they are made, how they are obtained to cotton fiber. Have you asked a question to yourself? So now we're going to know how that cotton balls is transformed to cotton fiber. Cotton fabrics means cotton cloths. Okay, so this is nothing, a simple process is that the cotton is grown. It is grown in the field. Okay, obviously it's plants, it will grow in the field. So cotton plants are usually grown at the place having black soil and warm climate. So remember this, they should have black soil and warm climate. Okay, cotton plant can grow only in black soil and warm climate. Okay, now fruit of the cotton plants or cotton balls are about size of a lemon. Lemon is this much. The cotton balls, remember, cotton balls will be this much sized when they are not mature. Okay, after maturing means when they developed. After maturing, the balls burst open and the seed cover with the cotton fibers can be seen. Okay, when they get mature, when they totally developed it, okay, they blast the cotton. Okay, the cotton which is compressed in the inside of the seed, they blast after maturing. Okay, we can see when they blast, we can see the cotton fibers as a white color. Okay, next, from these balls, cotton is usually picked by hand. Okay, from this, the cotton is usually picked by hand and cotton fiber is separated from the seed combing. This process is called ginning of cotton. So ginning of cotton is very important question. Okay, This is very important question. Ginning of cotton. Cotton from these balls, cotton is usually picked. So we can see an image over here. This is a cotton field. Cotton plant is grown in black soil. We can see the black soil. The plants are grown, so we can't see the soil. Okay, the cotton plants are grown in black soil, and the moisture, the climate should be warm. Okay, next, when the cotton mature, they got blast. We can see the balls over here, cotton balls. Next, what we do, we just comb the cotton balls. Okay, cotton fiber, we extract the cotton fiber from cotton balls. We can see the combing process in this picture. Yes. From the balls, cotton is usually picked by hand or by a machine. We can see here machine also there. Okay, so we just extract the cottons from cotton balls. Okay, cotton fiber then separated from the seed by combing. This process is called ginning of yarn. When the cotton is separated, cotton fiber is separated from the cotton balls, this process is called ginning of cotton. Remember this is a 2-mark question. The separation of cotton fiber from cotton balls is called ginning of cotton. Okay, so next, understood completely the process of cotton, where it is plantation, where it is planted, and how cotton is combed from the cotton, maturing cotton. So this is very important, very important for the exams. About the cotton, they may ask for 3 marks or 5 marks. So simply just remember this concept. Okay, ginning process, this is for 2 marks. So next we're going to know plant fiber. Next plant fiber is jute. Okay, next is our jute. We already read plant fiber. One is cotton, another one is jute. Okay, jute is nothing but a picture. See here, jute. Have you saw this picture anywhere? This plant anywhere? Okay, if you see, they also known as part shark, like that, they used to call. They also known as. So here this plant is dried. Okay, this plant is dried. Okay, we will know detail. Okay, jute fiber, you can see in this description, jute fiber is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. Okay, they are made by jute fiber is obtained from stem of the jute plant. We can see the stems, greenish stems are there. Yes, so it is cultivated during the rainy season. Cotton is cultivated in warm season, that will be in summer, whereas here jute is cultivated in rainy season. Remember this. Okay, in India, jute is mainly cultivated in West Bengal, Assam and Bihar. Mainly jute is cultivated in northeast. Okay, northeast side, that is east side, Bengal, Assam and Bihar. Okay, next is jute plant is normally harvested when it is a flowering stage. So jute plant is normally harvested when there is a flowering stage. Okay, whenever the flowering stage comes, means flowers started to appear in the plant, jute fiber is extracted. Okay, so the stem of harvested plants are immersed in the water for few days. Okay, the stem, when we harvested means cutting down of these plants, we soak these plants in the water, like a river or any pond. Okay, we soak these plants in the deep water. Okay, for few days. The stem, root and the fiber separated by hand. Then after few days, we just take the plants from the water and we separate the root, stem, root and the fibers are separated. Okay, stem, root, root are nothing but it's very, root and root is very different. Root are like skin of the stem. Okay, skin of the stem. It will be appear like second picture we can see here. Okay, this root will be like this. It will be so softy and it will be change its color. It will from green to it will become brownish color. After few minutes when we soak in water, it will become like this. Okay, then we dry this jute, jute fiber, we dry in sunlight and we separate it from each other and make this like what to say, this one like bags. We used to make bags from this. Okay, so this is a simple process we can see. So let's summarize this. Cotton plants is there are two types of plant fiber. One is cotton and another one is jute. Jute fiber is nothing but, it will be, first picture we can see, it will be green plant. It will be greenish plant. It will grow like a human height, more than a human height, 6 feet. Okay, not 6 feet, means 7, like that. So okay, next we're going to know the topic 5, that is spinning of cotton yarn. Spinning of cotton yarn is nothing but when we it is a process we can see here. Spinning of cotton yarn is nothing but the process of making yarn from fabric is called spinning. The process of making yarn we already read. Okay, the yarn is the fiber we read already. Fiber is nothing but a thread. Okay, a thread. When a thread is rotating and forms a ball, this known as yarn. Okay, the process of making yarn from a fiber is called spinning. Okay, spinning. Remember, spinning is nothing but rotating. Okay, the spinning process is nothing but the fiber is rotating and forming a ball. It is known as yarn. In this process, fiber form a mass of cotton wool is drawn out and twisted. Okay, so in this process what happens, the cotton balls, by combing we used to extract the cottons by combing. So they are drawn, means like this, they are drawn and stretched and twisted like this. They are twisted and stretched, okay, and forming fiber, forming yarn for the. Okay, so next is this brings fibers together to form a yarn. So when we twist it, when we turn the cotton like this, we can see it will become rigid. It will forms like a thread. Okay, it will form like a rope. So we are making the fibers to come together. So this is a process. Okay, this is a process. Spinning of cotton yarn is nothing but rotating the cotton and making the fibers to come together and form a rope like structure. Okay, so there are few devices which is used for this spinning of cotton yarn. Those are Tuckly is nothing but a small needle like device, or it will be like this much big. Okay, depending upon the category which for which what purpose we're going to use. If we wanted to make many cotton yarns, a bulk of cotton yarns, then we can make we can take a larger device, or if you want for smaller, we can take smaller. So according to that quantity we can use the devices. Takli is used, a simple device used for spinning, is a hand spindle also called takli. Okay, takli is nothing but a simple device we used for spinning. Okay, for spinning, like the spinning, no, it will be like this. We used to insert the cotton fiber inside it and we used to spin like this, that needle. Okay, this spinning process, what happens, that cotton thread will be inserted. Okay, and end of it will form a ball like structure. It will form like a ball end in the below. So that is known as from fiber which we are inserting to yarn. It will form like a ball. It will rotate and it will form like a ball at the down. That is known as, that device is known as takli. A simple device used for spinning is a hand spinning. Takli is also known as hand spinning. Okay, so this takli, two devices, it can be asked for 2 marks in the exam. Okay, remember this takli. And another one is, next is chakra. Okay, chakra. Have you seen this chakra? Yes, we have saw this chakra in Gandhi independence movement. For the independence, fighting for independence, we used to have this chakra. Those days we used to have this type of chakras, isn't it? Gandhi used to use it. Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhiji used to use this chakra. Okay, so chakra is nothing but, chakra is also a device used for spinning. Mainly it is used by Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, it is used mainly by Mahatma Gandhi as a part of independence movement. Okay, so what we read, Gandhiji is used this chakra. This chakra is also a part of independence movement. We fight for independence. Yes, why this chakra is one of the symbol for the independence movement? Why? Because those time he promoted the people of India to wear own dresses. Previously we used to wear all the British companies productions, like whatever they are providing, we used to buy from them. We used to forget our culture. But Gandhi ji used to promote everyone. See, in this we can see here, he used to promote, to wear, last point, to wear cloth khadi. Okay, khadi means pure cotton. And to avoid to wear the cloths made in meal of Britain. Okay, Britain, whatever the British was providing to the India, that British was selling their products to India. Okay, and we are buying that products. Gandhiji wanted to ban that, and he was promoting to build the own clothing materials, so that we can form a Indian company cloths. Okay, Indian clothing company. So Gandhiji started that chakra movement. We also known as chakra movement, when he started to build own cloth. Okay, like from cotton to cotton fiber, to yarn to fabrics. Okay, then he wear that khadi, whatever he used to wear, white dhoti and all that, all those are made up of pure khadi, made up of cotton. So remember this spinning of cotton yarn, remember, okay, this is a very important question. Explain the spinning of cotton yarn. It can be asked in the exam. So next we're going to learn about the yarn to fabric. We're going to do from yarn to, we're going to prepare fabric. Okay, fabric means cloth. Okay, material. So there are two methods. Basically there are two important methods, that is weaving and knitting. Okay, there are two important methods. There are weaving and knitting. Varieties are there, but mainly we will read these two methods. So what is weaving? Weaving is nothing but the process of arranging two sets of yarn together to make a fabric is called weaving. Okay, weaving is nothing but it is the process of arranging two yarns together. Okay, two yarns together, like two yarns together, and make a fabric by arranging two yarns together. Okay, we can see in this picture, that there are two color papers are there. One is orange, another one is green. So take it as a color papers, take it as a fabric. Okay, not fabric, fiber. Okay, take it as a fiber. When two yarns are zigzagly twisted together, they are called weaving. Okay, we can see this color paper and also this machine, this hand machines. The woman is using this. Now hand machine also used hand by combing, and we inserting one thread over another. This is known as weaving. In knitting, what happens here? A single yarn is made to make a piece of fabric. A single yarn pulled continuously as the fabric gets unraveled. Okay, what happens here? Here we are using two yarns in weaving. Here knitting, we are going to use only one yarn. For example, we can see cushion. Okay, cushion. We can see that grandma used to do cushion. Have you saw anywhere? Yes, the wool jackets which we used to wear. This type of cushion work is done in that fabric. Okay, so only one yarn is here. We can see here only one yarn is here. By only one yarn we are making this full fabric. Okay, so this type of process is called knitting. Okay, remember this two process, yarn to fabric, they can ask for 2 or 3 marks. There are two different process. One is weaving, another was knitting. Weaving is nothing but there are two fibers are used, whereas in knitting only one fibers are used. Example, hand loop. Hand loop, remember this hand loop? Okay, hand loop, this one is known as hand loop. By hand we used to twist together the two yarns, whereas knitting we use only one yarn and we make entire fabric. Okay, understood? So next we are going to know about the history of clothing materials. So here we are going to know how we started to wear the clothes, how humans started to cover themselves. So we are going to know here about the history. Okay, history, the past of the clothing material. Okay, have you ever wondered what human used to wear ancient time? Ancient time, long ago. Okay, long ago. Have you wondered what human used to wear that time? Nowadays only machine came, we used to create our creativity and we started to build clothes. And previous days, what they used to wear, what our ancient human beings are used to wear. Okay, so let's find the answer. So bark and big leaves of tree. Okay, they used to bark and the big leaves of tree. Bark means that the layers, outer layers of the big stem, that is the skin of this tree. Okay, skin of the tree, that is a bark. They also use a bark as big leaves to cover their body. Okay, they also use big leaves. They are mainly focused to cover their private parts. Okay, nowadays we are covering entire body, but theirs just only covers that private parts. And here they are also used animal skin and fur. Okay, according to the type of season. Okay, animal skin and fur are mainly used in winter season to prevent cold. Okay, to prevent cold from the nature. So different types of different types of nature giving materials used by human in those days. Okay, so can we see one picture? Okay, this is a picture we can see here. This is all, these are bark and bark of the tree. In the legs we can see this one, bark of the trees, and this is a fur. Fur means the animal's fur. Okay, they just peel the skin with the fur and they just wrap over them. Okay, next animal skin we can see here, animal skin here. Okay, here or here, animal skin. So they also peel the skin to cover their body. So okay, and this is very beneficial for those days because this prevent too much of cold. Okay, our body needs to cover, okay, to prevent cold or heat in summer. So those days our ancient men used to get the materials from the nature. Okay, this type of materials they used to get. Okay, understood? This is a very basic in the history of clothing material. Okay, clothing material, if they in exam asked, means write this basic they used to wear in those ancient days. Now next is after agriculture. Okay, after agriculture, that is before agriculture, the ancient time before agriculture. Next, after agriculture, what happens means after agriculture, weave twins grass into mats and baskets. Okay, can you see in this picture? Have you saw anywhere? Yes, we can see in deep villages they are using this type of basket, bamboo basket or any grass basket. They used to carry the things over it. Okay, so they weave. Weave means to pull it together. Okay, weave twins grass into mats and basket. Okay, mats they also used to make mat as well as basket. Okay, next is vines, animal fleece or hair twisted together. Okay, in those days the vines and vines means the creepers leaves. Creepers will be there, no? Creeper plant, those are called vines. Vines and animal fleece are of hair twisted. Okay, those days hair started to twisted. We already read in the cotton like that. Same here. They used to twist the hair. Okay, they used to twist the hair over to another, and they make a fabric structure. Then they used to cover themselves. Okay, next is you can see the picture first. Okay, next see here. The third point is woven to fabric. Woven is nothing but a single fabric. This third picture. I'm sorry. Just see the third picture here. Okay, it's the third picture. Okay, in third picture we can see the process of two yarns twisting together. Like they are zigzagging. They are inserting the each fiber to form a yarn-like structure. You can see here. Okay, in third. Okay, so this is called woven to fabric. They just wove. Wove means to inserting two types of fabric and forming a fabric. Okay, inserting two types of fiber and forming a fabric. Okay, this is called woven to fabric. Next point is flax is a natural fiber. Okay, flax is nothing but the waste of the fruits or vegetables or any natural minerals, that is known as flax. They are also use this flax for the clothing material. Okay, next is swing needle. Next point is swing needle is introduced. Starting stitching. Today varieties of cloths are used. We can see here, we can see in this picture, previous days this type of needles used before agriculture. Our ancient used to this type of needles. They used to stitch their fur, skin of animals to form a cloth. They used this type of needles. After agriculture, when men developed machines, they just started to develop iron needle. See at the last picture. So that point of time we used this iron needle and we started started to stitch, then the machines came, then all the technology. Okay, so okay, so next last point is cotton is the first fabric cultivated Indian company. So last point is the cotton. Cotton is the first company. We already read after Gandhiji independence movement, Gandhiji started to build own clothing material. So cotton is the first fabric which is introduced in India. They cultivated in India itself. They are not on the British. They are not dependent on others. They just cultivated by own. Okay, by India. Okay, next last will be the summarization. Please remember this the very important points. Okay, if you have any doubt, just comment in the below. In next video I will make sure that all the doubts clarifies, and the last is summarized. For summarization, see, cotton rolls are used. Cotton rolls are make fiber. Cotton rolls are convert to fiber by process is called ginning. The fiber to yarn, the process is called spinning, and the yarn is from fabric, that process is weaving, and yarn to fabric, another process is knitting. There are two processes. So please read this as much as possible, because there are several photos are there including all the easy concepts I included over in this video. If you have any doubt or any comment section, just comment in the comment section, and just subscribe if you understood the video. Just like it and subscribe it, and thank you.